Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Well, to me, it's the morning. I'm here with a cup of coffee, getting ready for another lesson on our journey to the CISSP 2024 study guide. In the previous lesson, if you are following along, we cover objective 1.3, evaluate and apply security governance principles. In this occasion, we are going to cover objective 1.4, determine compliance and other requirements. There are two subtopics over here. So this is a relative short video, contractual, legal, industry standards and regulatory requirements and privacy requirements. In the world of cybersecurity, navigating the complex web of requirements is crucial. This objective tests your ability to identify and address these requirements. So we're going to be talking about this cybersecurity landscape. Contractual requirements, important that you read them carefully. Security obligations outlined in contracts with vendors, partners, or clients can significantly impact your security posture. This contract may specify one, required security controls, two, data breach notification procedures, and three, specific compliance certifications required. So it's really important that any contractual requirements are carefully studied, carefully reviewed, so that you don't get into a problem or something that could become a problem later on. When it comes to legal requirements, a vast array of laws and regulations govern data privacy. And every day there seems to be more. Security practices and incident reporting. Some prominent examples include the General Data Protection Regulation, the famous GDPR, which protects personal data of individuals within the European Union. We will talk more about this during this class. The Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA, which safeguards protected health information, PHI, in the United States healthcare industry. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, or PCI DSS, which establishes security requirements for organizations to handle cardholder data. So, and then we have some industry standards that obviously this industry standard will help you to navigate those laws. But also there are some industry standards that can help you out, but also this some companies are required, especially if you are in the government in the United States, that require that you follow some of these standards. So industry-specific best practices and standards provide valuable guidance for implementing security controls. While not legally binding, they hold weight during audits or legal proceedings. Some notable examples include the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, Cybersecurity Framework, CSF, which provides a voluntary framework for managing cybersecurity risk. The Center for Internet Security, or CIS controls, which recommend specific security controls for various IT assets and systems. International Organization for Standardization, ISO. We have talked about some of these before. And so regulatory requirements, this regulatory requirement bodies often establish a specific security controls for or reporting rather requirements for organizations within their purview. This can overlap with legal requirements, but focus on specific sectors. For instance, financial institutions might face additional regulations from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or the FDIC, or the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The matter of the fact is that as a security professional, it is extremely important that you understand all these regulations or the laws, or regulations or laws, because if you do not, then you can get into trouble. Privacy requirements for protecting personal data is a growing concern worldwide. Numerous privacy regulations mandate how organizations collect, store, and use personal information. Some examples, again, include GDPR that we talked about, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA, in the United States. The United States doesn't have a federal law when it comes to privacy like the GDPR in the European Union, but every state has its own laws. And it seems to be that every day more and more laws are coming at every state level. And I think that is just a matter of time, although these kinds of things are really difficult to pass in Congress in the United States. But there may be a federal law at some point that will be similar to the GDPR. So we're not there yet in the United States, but again, some of these laws, the state level, are really are very strict and needs to be understood. Effective compliance strategies. One, you should develop a comprehensive compliance inventory. Identify all applicable contractual, legal, industry, and regulatory requirements to conduct regular compliance assessments. Evaluate your security posture against these requirements to identify gaps. 3, implement appropriate security controls. Address identified gaps by implementing necessary security measures. And 4, maintain ongoing monitoring and reporting. So continuously monitor compliance and report as mandated by regulations. So by understanding these and addressing these diverse requirements, you can establish a robust security program that safeguards information, minimizes legal risks, and fosters trust with the stakeholders. And at the same time, this is a requirement to pass the CISSP exam. So it will help you in your company, in your environment. But at the same time, the main goal, the reason why we're here is to pass that tough CISSP exam, and this will definitely help you with that. In the next section, we will cover objective 1.5, understand legal and regulatory issues that pertain to information security in a holistic context. So that's coming next. Hope to see you then.